Hey guys, so first of all, I'm sorry if the lighting in this video is not amazing. The sun just went down, which made me really mad, but yeah. So today I have a book tag for you. It is the Winter is Coming book tag, because I cannot stop doing book tags because they're just so much fun and something is very wrong with my hair. What you doing? Stop it. But yeah, I cannot stop doing book tags. They're so much fun. They're so cool. You guys know I'm an avid reader, so I just have to do them. And this one, it was so crazy, adorable, and fun. I had to do it. So yeah. Oh, and before anything else, this tag was created by the lovely Catherine Barca, so you guys should go and check her channel. Question number 1. Snow. It's beautiful when it falls, but then it starts to melt. A book or book series that you loved at the beginning, but then at the middle of it, you realize you don't like it any longer. Honestly, I've never had like a series or like a book that like I don't like anymore, I think. But there was this one series that I got very disappointed with, and that was the Hush Hush series. And it really pains me to say this, and the one culprit of this is this book right here, okay? Like, what the heck? I literally read the first 3 books like cray. I loved them. I was so obsessed. It was amazing. I was so happy. And then this happened. And I was like, what? I said this before. I did read these books in Portuguese, and they did change translator when they went to translate this book. So, and I think that's like half of the fault. But really, the other books were like, you know, like, the scenes between the main characters made you feel all warm and fuzzy and like, oh my goodness. And then the fight scenes and like the action scenes were actually like exciting and fun. This thing was just dull, okay? Like, the fighting, like in the end, there's like this huge war scene, a supposedly huge war scene, that was just the most boring scene to read. I was like, what? And it just ended so fast. Like, it was such a big war. It was so important. And like, yeah, I like got to the half of this book thinking, what am I doing right now? 2. Snowflake. Something beautiful and always different. Choose a book that stands out, that is different from all the other books that you've read. And for me, that has to be this book right here. It is the His Dark Materials first book, Northern Lights. And I've said this before, I think on this channel as well. My favorite book from that series is the last one, which is The Amber Spyglass. But this one is the first book in the series. It's the big introduction, and it's where you really start to get into this completely different and crazy new world that just sucks you in like no other. So I had to choose this one this time, and it's really hard to explain. If you've seen the Golden Compass movie, which is inspired in this book, then you have a little bit of an idea about it, but it's still not even comparable to the book. And I did like the movie, even though a lot of people said they hate it. I really actually liked the movie, but it's not even comparable. Like, I actually read the books after watching that movie, I think. I think so, I'm not sure. But yeah, I think I had them before, and then I watched the movie and I was like, oh, this seems kind of cool. Okay, I'm gonna read it. I think that was the way it went. I'm not sure. But yeah, and this was just completely different from anything I've ever read. It's still completely different from anything I have still read. So I am still completely in love with this book and series, and I recommend it to everybody. 3. Snowman. It's always fun to make one with your family. Choose a book that the whole family could read. I'm gonna choose Three Musketeers by Alexandre Dumas, and the reason to that is I feel like everybody can enjoy this book. If you're a kid, you're just gonna love the fact that they have so many crazy adventures and whatnot, and if you are a teenager, you still get extremely entertained by this book. You do, I'm telling you. And even if you're an adult, I feel like even if you're a woman, I mean, first of all, the cover I have is extremely nice. And also, it makes you think of like gentlemen and like good men, and it kind of makes you feel very good. And then, you know, all the men love it because, you know, they're badass dudes who like save girls and whatnot. So I feel like everyone loves this book. I'm going out of battery. I'm gonna be so sad. Okay, I have to hurry. 4. Christmas. Choose a book that is full of happiness, that made you warm inside after reading it. And for me, that's Nights of Rain and Stars from Maeve Binchy. And I have mentioned this book before, but I haven't shown it before because my mom had it. She finally finished it, so here it is. This book, I'm not saying that this book is like always so happy, but it made me so warm inside. It's such a good and beautiful and amazing book. It's very hard to explain how great it is. It's just, you just have to read it. So yeah. 5. Santa Claus. He brings wonderful presents. Choose a book that you'd like to get for Christmas. Actually, what I really want book-wise for Christmas is the entire His Dark Materials series in English, because I have it in Portuguese and I've read it in Portuguese and I love it more than any other series and any other books ever. But I really want to read the actual Philip Pullman's words, so I really want those books in English. 6. Snowballing. It can be painful to be hit by a snowball. Choose a book that hurt, that made you feel some strong emotion like sadness or anger. To me, that has to be Delirium. I've never cried so much with a book than with this one. The ending scene of this is just to kill you, literally, and this book makes you feel so many different things. It's such a great book. It's honestly maybe my second favorite book of all time that I've ever read. It is so amazing, and it just really, it's one of those books that it really makes you feel, and like this is what I always look for in a book, that it makes me feel something, that it makes me really think about things, and this one did that for me. It is the most brilliant book. 7. Sledding. 7. Sledding. We all loved it when we were younger. Choose a book that you loved when you were a child. That has to be The Princess Diaries by Meg Cabot. I ate this book up when I was a child, and I think I read it twice, and I was a little kid, okay? Like literally, this is how much I love this book. It was so fun and like interesting and exciting. I remember being completely full-on obsessed with this, so I mean, I don't think I can say anything else about it. 8. Frostbite. Choose a book that you were really disappointed in. I'm gonna get so much hate for this, but yeah. The last book on the Hunger Games trilogy really did disappoint me, to be honest. I was so looking forward to this book, to be full on honest with you. I was so excited for it. I loved the first book to pieces. The second book, I didn't think it was as good like overall, but for example the arena and everything I felt like was a lot more exciting, so I really loved those. And with this book I had crazy high expectations, and then what the heck. It's not like, most of the book it's actually pretty good, and I wasn't full on like disappointed with the entire book, but the end of the book to me is just so dull and like, ugh. I was very mad because first of all it feels like the entire book is like, you know, being very slow, and then all of a sudden the last 2 chapters everything happens and you don't even realize what has happened. Pretty much you're just kind of like, oh wait, what, who died, what's going on? Like everything was just so fast and ridiculous. And then stupidity of the stupidities, motorbike, go away, I don't have much time, okay? And then stupidity of the stupidities, there is no explanation at the end of this book about how the actual system becomes, like how is Panem ruled now and all of that. I mean, we know who rules it, but nothing else. I was just very disappointed. I felt like the ending was so rushed and that things were just not left well explained, and to be full on honest, Katniss in the end of this book makes me so annoyed and mad. I just can't. She just is so whiny and annoying and ugh. 9. Reindeer. Something that is dear to us. Choose a book that is of great sentimental value to you. My choice for this, I don't have it right here. It's actually at my dad's, but I will show a picture of it right now. It's The Loving Heart, and this book to me is very special because it was actually at my grandparents' house from my dad's side. They have both passed away now, and it's been like about a year and something that my grandma passed away, and a while after she passed away, I don't know how long, I have no idea, but one of the times that I went to her house not too long after she passed away, I went to like the books. I was just going through the shelves because, you know, we were giving some things away and such, and you know, books were kind of kept there for me because, you know, I'm the reader in case you haven't noticed. I saw a bunch of different books and I brought a bunch of different books, but that was the first one I read, and the reason why that book is so sentimental to me is because it makes me feel a lot closer to my grandparents. It was just, you know, it was in their house, it was theirs, and I read it and I actually really loved the book, so yeah, it just made me feel very warm and just very close to them. So I have a big that book has a big sentimental value to me. It really does. Yeah guys, so that was a tag. I'm gonna have to rush this bye-bye thing because my camera is going to die in like 5 seconds. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Please do this tag. If you do it, tell me, like it, subscribe, everything, hearts and kisses. Bye, I love you, bye.